The thing is, right, that I really take away from his statement was that he wanted to get caught. Like, he wanted to get caught. Well, I say he wanted to get caught. That's probably a bit too harsh. But didn't he didn't hide it. Put it that way. He didn't hide it. Like, the situation, Jack, was actually brought up. On his live stream with Lorenz, there was over like 1,000 people watching this, and they were discussing it. And then when they were obviously discussing it as a joke, but then they realized, you know what? Why not? Why not? Should we actually pull this practical joke in a sense?
Well, yeah, I think I see the reasoning behind it, but I think one thing they kind of missed out on, and I think is something that Ed pointed out before we started the show, is if everyone was in on it, apart from the fans, then it would have been fine. It would have been a gotcha moment, as he put it. I think that would have been fine. But no, the fact that it was just him and Lorenz that chose to do this, it did make it seem a little bit like cheating. I mean, yes, his aim was to be caught, but it just didn't work out in the way that he wanted to. And so there are there are things that could have been done in terms of how to make this situation better. But yeah, the way that it was executed just made it. If he just said like 2 hours after the race, be like, yeah, yeah, I got a sim racer to drive for me as a joke. Please disqualify me or something like that. Then I think it might have been taken in a little less, in a little more light-hearted move. Because one thing that he did address in the video is that the media did blow this up. I think to an extent where it did say like, oh, he has been cheating, whatever. So yeah, I think had he come out with it before the press had got to it, it would have been fine. But yeah, but yeah, I think if everyone in Formula E in the race home bubble was in on the joke, then the whole gotcha moment at the end, then they would have been fine. It would have been fine.
Because I suppose, right, let's just address that cheater thing, right? Because obviously we're part of the media in terms of, to be fair, like we've done tons of videos, we've done news stories, we've called him a cheater. I'm not going to say we haven't, but at the same time, when you address that of what he's done, like he is effectively cheating to get a better result, despite what he says. He said in that thing, it wasn't about getting a good result. It wasn't about getting a good result. He didn't care about a good result. There was nothing for him to financially gain from it. Okay, but in effect, what he did in that charity race was cheat to get a good result because he wasn't driving. So by any form of you not driving to improve your performance is cheating. But he did say in the video where he accepts that people will say that. But I think, sadly for Daniel, there was no other way that he could hide what he had done in terms of, and what other name you could call it.